guys, welcome again with me Schyse in Keyforge Indonesia, and we are continuing our KOTE9 series. Right now we are on round top 8 quarterfinal, and we are facing FlamingHobo, and yet again we are playing the reversal format. So I'm playing FlamingHobo's deck, which is Noeye, Cannibal, and he's playing my deck Taciturn. So before we get into the game, I want to give a special thanks to one of our supporters, which is Andy. Thank you, Andy, for your support. If you guys want to support this community too, you can subscribe and like this video and share this video, and you can also join our community through the Facebook link in the description below, and then we'll guide you there how you can involve yourself further in Keyforge Indonesia community. So. This is reversal match. So what's this Noeye deck that I played? Basically this is a typical good Call of the Archon control deck, right? With this and Shadow, and then the efficiency on Logos. So this is turn 2 and we have 4 Shadow cards in our hands, so easy decision. We use Obliette on Nivel Ape because Nivel Ape has the Ember icon, so we push that card, and then we just try to deal some damage to Cephalois, and we destroy the Bumblebird. So the Glorianas, or was it Bumblebird? I think it was Bumblebird. Okay. So Cephalois now have damage, and we have set up with Anomaly Exploiter. So next turn, if we play Logos again, we can destroy the Cephalois. Easy. Now our opponent play this, playing Snaret, and then he just destroy it with Implosion. So he chose to destroy the Snaret instead of Cephalois because he know that this Noeye deck has a lot of steel. That's why he want the Cephalois to survive on the battle line. So we cannot steal the Ember. And then he archived back the Snaret using Stir and Grave. So he can replay the Snaret to get one more Ember. Okay, so unfortunately we cannot control the Ember right now. So our opponent would definitely force the key. And here I just played Logos, so we can set up with Mother, which will give us an extra card during our draw step, and then we can destroy the Cephalois. So we don't want to play this last turn, although we have 4 cards for this card. Why? Because we want to keep the 3 fates, because Taciturn has a lot of creature, right? So using 3 fates and destroy the Cephalois, while we can destroy the Cephalois using Anomaly Exploiter, seems pretty wasted. So that's why we play Logos first, and now our opponent has forced his first key, playing Garcia and Security Droid with Encounter Suit. Encounter Suit on Garcia is pretty good because, right, and then with Taunt from Security Droid, we cannot fight Garcia. So right now I believe we don't have any means to destroy Garcia. So of course for efficiency we need to play this, right? The other option, we can also play Logos again, but Logos will just rip, and I don't know what we draw from the Library of Babel, and then we can just set up with another library, but it's going to be very slow turn. So using this, we can use the 3 fates, although we are destroying our own Mother, but I think it's pretty crucial to destroy the Security Droid too, so we can fight Garcia here. Our Arise, we got it too early. There is no creature in our discard pile, except that one Mother probably, and Stack Lifter, which both are pretty. I don't think the payoff of getting one chain to get those cards back is really good, so I just discard Arise. And now we set up with 3 this creature, which can be used to fight Garcia without triggering its and countersuit, right? So that's what we want here. But unfortunately, our draw is not very good. As you can see, we only have one discard in our hand. So I don't know what's better option. Let's see what our opponents play first. We can. The other option, of course, we play Logos. Logos we have library card, although we only have two other Logos card, which is Mother and Library of Babel. But we do get draw 2 from that, and then we get another draw from Library of Babel in our battle line, and Mother will give us an extra card. Playing Shadow, I don't think we will play Shadow because our opponent also doesn't have any Ember right now, and just trying to set up with Umbra is not very useful right now. So our opponent instead played this, and he played 4 creatures with double Snaret and Snatch, which is pretty troublesome. So that's why we played this again. We don't want to play Logos right now. We want to control the board first. Especially Snatch. We need to control Snatch because it can put back one of our creature, flank creature, or his own creature, which is Snaret. He can replace Snaret to get an extra Ember. That's pretty good, so we don't want that to happen, so that's why we destroy the Snatch. And then we also destroy the Garcia, of course, because while it doesn't have any ward, we need to attack to destroy Garcia. Right now we also have a choice whether we want to steal with our Pit Demon, or we can also fight Snaret. And I believe the right decision here is to fight Snaret, because if he have 2 Snaret, that means he can control 2 Ember each turn, and it just become Battle of Wits, right? Does he believe that he can immediately use the Snaret action effect ability to discard the Ember that it captures? But then it depends whether he believes that I will destroy the Snaret or not. If he believes that I won't destroy the Snaret, he may just rip with Snaret and then let it capture some more Ember before using the action card, the action ability of the Snaret. And yep, so FlamingHobo chose this again, so I believe that's the correct decision, to control the board a little bit, to control this extra Snaret. So right now when he played this, he only have 2 ready creature, which is the other Snaret and Bonsal. He played Infernace to control our Ember. He's going to discard some card from our discard pile. He discard 3 Fates, and interestingly, Arise. He discard one of our Arise, although I believe we have other card that have Ember Pips, but he doesn't want that. He just wants to discard Arise because Arise can be a pretty powerful card late in the late game when our discard. If we get back the Arise, and then we can just, at the cost of 1 chain, get back all of our creature from the discard pile to our hand. It's going to be troublesome. So here, yet again, I'm facing a pretty huge dilemma. If I want to play this again to control the Snaret, Snaret right now has 2 Ember, so if he play this, he can make me lose 2 Ember before I get a chance to destroy the Snaret. But the only way to destroy the Snaret here is with this. That's the surefire strategy to destroy the Snaret. We can fight with one of our this creature. Probably we'll fight with Tentacles. But we're not going to be anything efficient by playing this. We don't have this card in our hand, so we're not going to draw any new cards. The other possibility to destroy the Snaret this turn is if we somehow play Logos and then draw into Taciturn Bolt. After we draw into Taciturn Bolt, we can use the Anomaly Exploiter to destroy the Snaret. But after we play the Library Access, unfortunately we didn't get the Taciturn Bolt, so we can only destroy the Bonsa with Anomaly Exploiter, and then we are sitting with 5 Shadow cards in our hands, and he's with 2 discard in his hand in the battle line, and I believe he just played Infurnace last turn and only Infurnace, so I don't think there are many discard in his hand, except if he keep some of the card, like probably Gateway to this, he may keep that. But yeah, as I anticipated, he played Star Alliance, so the Star Red will still be there, except if we destroy the Star Red with Quintillion Flux. Yep. So he actually destroyed the Star Red with Quintillion Flux to give us back the 2 Ember without us needing to destroy the Star Red itself. That's pretty interesting. I think he just want to control our battle line also. We have 3 creatures with power 5, so that's basically all can be destroyed with 1 Quintillion Flux. And then here we have Shadow, so we destroy the Lico. I think it's Lico Alien. And then we still have Bait and Switch and Lights Out, which I don't think I want to use them right now, because those 2 are pretty powerful card and pretty useful card to be used here. That's why I kept that for now and just set up with Umbra. Cephalois to protect the Ember, but fortunately now his Ember is 4, so he's protected from steal effect. We cannot steal from Bait and Switch, but thankfully we have Lights Out, so we can just Lights Out first and then Bait and Switch if we want to. But here I believe we can just use Taciturn Bolt and then use Anomaly Exploiter to destroy the Cephalois, and then set up again with Mother and draw 2 cards from Library of Babel. And we get the 3rd Library of Babel, which is very good. Now our artifacts are settled with 3 Library of Babel, so each time we play Logos, we'll draw 3 cards. Although with 4 Logos card in our 4 Logos artifact in our battle line, and then 1 Logos card is Purge, which is the library access. Basically, our Logos card pool in our deck is very much less than all the other cards, so chances that we will draw to another Logos card is pretty thin. Okay, with this we are ready to force our first key. He may still be able to prevent us by playing Pismire. I think that's the only way, because Sensor Garcia has already been used, its finesse has already been used, the 2 Starlet has already been used, and yep, he played the Pismire just to prevent me from forging my first key, using Savage Plus also to destroy one of the Umbra, so we cannot steal. And here, okay, this is the interesting part. We can of course destroy the Pismire by fighting with Mother, and then we can draw 3 cards. And hopefully those draw 3 cards pretty good. We have only 4 cards in our deck also, so we basically know what we probably will get when we draw 3 cards using the Library of Babel. And I believe there is only Interdimensional Graph and Wild Wormhole, I think. Forgot. Yeah, but we know if we play Mother, we do that. Our other option is we don't want to play the Shadow. Definitely don't want to play the Shadow, because we have Bait and Switch, and Lights Out will not be very useful against Pismire. He will just replay the Pismire. And so the other option is probably playing this, but playing this we will play 3 cards. We have Drumble, which is have an interesting combo in this deck with Interdimensional Graph. So I just decided to play Logos and fight the Pismire, so this will guarantee myself to force one key at least, because I don't think he have any other Ember control. All of the Ember control or key cost manipulation have been used. So yeah, I draw the card, and we draw basically all of our discard right now. So if we play this, that will be very efficient. The last card in our deck is an Urchin, which can steal one Ember, but I think that's fine. Okay, so the Drumble combo, Drumble and interdimensional graph. So interdimensional graph, basically if we can steal the Ember, it's not even categorized as steal, it's giving. Our opponent will give us the Ember, the surplus Ember when he forced the key. So basically if he forced right now but he have 10 Ember, so we'll get the extra Ember, right? So the combo will be with Drumble. Drumble will capture off all of our opponent's Ember when our opponent have 7 or more. So one more Ember, and if we play this, we can capture all of the Ember, right? And then basically our hope is that our opponent will just play some card, right? Play some card to gain Ember and then destroying Drumble, so he has a lot of Ember and we can use interdimensional graph. But our opponent have exactly 6, so we cannot play Drumble. That's why we play Shadow instead. While we have 0 Ember, we can use the Bait and Switch, and we use the Urchin to steal one, and then the Lights Out come in very handy right now to put back the Dark Minion to the hand, so our opponent cannot replay the Pain Mail. Also, the last turn we cannot play choose this house because of the Pain Mail. If we choose this, the Pain Mail will activate and then goes back to the archive, and then our opponent will be able to replay the Pain Mail. So right now our opponent just play Star Alliance, subject Kirby, to play another creature. There is of course that Dark Minion, maybe he wants to replay that, but no, he played Ember Spine Mongrels. Ember Spine Mongrel is pretty good right now because if we rip, our opponent will also gain an extra Ember with Ember Spine Mongrel on the battle line. But then right now our hand are full of this card. We cannot. Interdimensional graph is still not usable, and we are definitely playing this right now. We'll set up with Dominator Bubble, set up with Pit Demon, set up with Snatch, and then we can use Pandemonium to capture some Ember, which is good. Although our opponent also capture our Ember, but we get the extra Ember from Pandemonium, so I think that's the right decision, just to capture the Ember. And then Arise. Now the Arise, we need to choose which creature do we want to get back. We can of course get back this Shadow or Logos, but I believe the best decision is to get back our Logos with 3 Mother and Skippy Time Hawk. So basically Skippy Time Hawk, if we play Skippy Time Hawk, our opponent won't be able to use any of his card that had in the battle line on the next turn. So that's pretty good. Also with 3 Mothers, so basically we will have 9 hand size, right, with 3 Mother. Of course reduced by 1 chain, that because we just use Rise. Yeah, and then we also can draw 3 cards, although it's very slim the chance that we will draw into another Logos card right now, because we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, basically 10. There are 10 Logos cards that is not in our deck right now. And also our deck is right now only Urchin, so we know the first draw is not going to be a new Logos card. So our opponent just played Star Alliance again to play the Subject Kirby, to play the Dark Crewman Jork and Dark Fairy. So he set up pretty good with his battle line. Dark Fairy Ember Spine is, if it's left in the field, he can generate a lot of Ember, but thankfully we have our skip time hawk, so next turn our opponent cannot use any creature, so basically all the creature that he has set up pretty much useless for the next turn. So we will just use the logos and try to draw a lot of cards using our triple mother. But our opponents also still have gateway to this. He hasn't played that, so he may probably is just going to use gateway right now to destroy the 3 mother, because playing with 9 hand size is pretty broken, right? Yeah, next turn we have another Arise, but the Arise right now is pretty useless. Of course, if we use gateway to this, we can then Arise logos again to get back the 3 mother and the skippy time hawk. That's an option for us. The other thing, we do have 2 steals with Shadow, Urchin, and Nerf Blast. With this, we also have Succubus. Succubus will reduce our opponent hand size by 1, so there's a lot that we can play here, depending on what our opponents play. But if our opponent doesn't destroy our creature, we can just play logos and rip 4 times with our logos maybe. But our opponent actually plays Star Alliance and Quintuple Flux, so he just cycled the deck and he got back that Quintuple Flux, so that's very lucky of him. And he just plays Star Alliance to just destroy the Quintuple Flux and nothing. He doesn't play anything else, right? And because he cannot use any creature also, so that's a pretty big cost just to destroy the 3 mother. Well, I guess maybe that's worth it, right? Not playing any other card to destroy 3 mothers. Okay, so here I don't think we will play logos, so our choice is to play this or play Shadow. So with Shadow, we will steal 2, set up with Umbra, and we can... it's tricky. Do we want to rip with... do we want to rip with our Urchin? Because if we rip with our Urchin, our opponent will also get an extra Ember from Ember Spine Moirai, but our Urchin also definitely cannot be used to fight. So I think I will just use Urchin to rip to make our Ember at 6 right now, so we are ready to force key. But of course he can prevent that by just playing Star Alliance and steal 1 from us with Crewman Jork. Also, you have Demo Alien. Right, it's not Umbra. Is that Umbra Alien? Or which alien is that? I forgot the name. Also have Steel, so if we just use that alien to fight... oh, he used that to fight Umbra, so to prevent us from stealing, of course, because Umbra can steal. He just is going to use Crewman Jork to steal, definitely, and then he's probably going to rip with Stealth Star. I don't know if he has... I don't think there is a lot more Star Alliance card. Maximum, I think he have 1 more Star Alliance card. If he... after he used the Quintuple Flux, and then if he draw into another Star Alliance cards, maybe he can play that. Besides that, I don't think he have anything else. So he do have a Star Alliance card, which is New Frontier. New Frontier to archive card. He archive... I believe he archive Painmail. So he got Painmail in his archive. That's pretty good archive. He can play Painmail to gain 2 Ember. Painmail Ember Burst is pretty annoying. We need to quickly destroy the creature that has Painmail without playing this house. So here we can play this again. Oh wait, we can play Shadow, but it's tricky playing Shadow. If we play Shadow, probably we'll use Nerf Blast to destroy the Ember Spine Moirai and then rip twice with our Urchin. Playing this, is not very good, I believe, because firstly we need to rip with Snatch, and by ripping with Snatch we'll give our opponent 1 extra ember from Ember's Fine Mongrel, makes our opponent force. But we do still have Pandemonium, so we can capture an extra ember. So basically it will prevent both of us to I think it's just it will prevent both of us to force the key because our opponent will also capture 2. Let's see, what do I choose here? What did I choose here? Playing Logos is also something. We can destroy Ember's Fine with Anomaly, and we can rip. We can draw 3 cards with Logos. That's also interesting. Yeah, I guess that's what I did. We can destroy the Ember's Fine, so we can rip with Skippy Timehawk. Basically, we have 7 right now, and our opponent cannot prevent us to force the key because Grimmjow cannot steal anymore, but we do play Ward Hall and got Positron Bolt from it. And I think that's pretty unlucky for us, so the Positron Bolt destroyed the Demo Alien also, which on destroy it will trigger its steal effect, stealing 1 from us, and he got 6 as a result. So he'll force the second key first before us, and our Drumble and interdimensional graph combo is just ruined because right now our opponent has already 2 Keyforge, so interdimensional graph just become a useless card right now because we cannot let our opponent force the 3rd key, right? That's why I just used the interdimensional graph. I think I saved that for a couple of turns, but end up not using it. Same with Drumble. Right now it's pretty. The Drumble has been there for how many turns right now, but I still haven't got a chance to use Drumble. But here we also force our 3rd key, but our opponent just set up with Painmail and this, so now this is the tricky part. If we play this, basically we cannot we cannot gather 6 Ember this turn. This we only have Pandemonium, which gives us 1 Ember, but then the other card is not, we cannot be used to generate Ember this turn. We have Arise. Arise probably will replay can be Logos again to gain the 3 Mother and Skippy Timehawk. Could be Shadow. Shadow can be used to steal. We have 2 Urchin in our discard pile, so we can steal 2 with Urchin. But if we play this, that means he will get the chance to replay the Painmail next turn. So other option is we can also play Shadow. Shadow can destroy the Dark Minion with Nerf Blast, still 1. But we also cannot force make our Ember 6. And playing Shadow also means we have less efficiency because we only play Snack Lifter and Nerf Blast, and then we will draw into 1 new card only. So that's the. But then, yeah. So this become the. Either we want to our efficiency by playing this, but with that efficiency, we'll let our opponent replay the Painmail. If not, we can just play Shadow, so our opponent cannot replay the Painmail, but we only draw 1 extra card. So basically, it's pretty much given that the next turn we will play this house. This I think pretty long. I was thinking for a long time and on this turn whether I want to give the Painmail back or whether I want to destroy the Dark Minion. It's a tricky situation I think playing Logos is not an option right now because basically all of our Logos card is in the discard pile, so You cannot do anything with Logos. So yeah, I just play Nerf Blast to destroy Dark Minion, so he cannot replay the Pain Mail. And play Stack Lifter. We draw into Lights Out, which is it's okay. But with 5 discard in our hand, it's pretty much given that we will play this on our next turn. So the question is, what house do I want to revive with a Rise, right? Do we want Steel from Shadow? Do we want Efficiency from Logos? Or do we want to make the board bigger by getting back our own this creature? I think there is a couple of this creature in our discard pile that we can get back. So he just played Peacemire with Rapid Evolution, so he's at 5. Thankfully he's 5, so we don't have the urgency to control the Ember right now. But Peacemire also make our key cost 8, which mean so basically what we can do is we can have play Shadow and play the Lights Out to Peacemire and then Rip, so we will set at 7 Ember, but then next turn he will just replay the Peacemire. So basically we cannot win this turn with playing this. We cannot destroy Peacemire if we play this. We just control some Ember using our discard, and we do have Dominator Bubble, which we can use to rip or to fight Peacemire. If we want to fight next turn, now fighting is not a very good decision because we probably would never play Logos after this before our deck shuffle back. So I don't think fighting is a good decision. See, our draw card is 4 Shadow card and 2 discard, so no Logos card. If we want to play Logos, we need to use a Rise to get back our Logos creature. But I think I don't want to do that because although we will draw a lot of cards, but drawing the creature, drawing Mother and Skip Time Lock will not generate as Ember. So that's why I just chose to Rise this creature pool with 5 creature right now, 5 this creature. I think it's pretty good. Basically we can control the creature next turn. I believe we can control Peacemire if we have to. We have 2 steal from 2 Pit Demon. We have Snatch that can also be used to rip and control one of our opponent flank creature. Succubus will reduce our opponent hands to 4. That's also pretty good. And we still keep the Drumble in case our opponent suddenly get back to 7, right? But here I believe opponent doesn't have any more board wipe. Schyse has already been used, I think. This gateway to this already been used. Queen Trinovax already been used. So I believe there is no more board wipe. So we're pretty safe now with our battle line. First, you can just play Untamed to fight one of our creature, probably. And it's also going to be a hard decision to which creature does he want to fight. Does he want to get the efficiency by destroying the Succubus, or does he want to prevent us from stealing the Ember by destroying Pit Demon, or does he want to protect the battle line by destroying Snatch? It can go in any direction right now. But of course, we are now at 5, so our opponent doesn't have the urgency to control our Ember. And I believe he still has Snaret and Inverness. He still haven't played those cards, so he does still have some more Ember control for us. And we do still also need to deal with the Peacemire. Okay, he played this to destroy the Snack Lifter actually. We're fine. we don't need the stack lifter. But he just did that so he can replay Bonsao at ready. So Bonsao is also used to fight. Which one is he going to fight? Efficiency, creature control, or ember control? Which one does he most don't want me to have? Let's see. Also, he will get back one ember definitely. Whether he fight anything. So he fought Pit Demon, so preventing us from stealing one extra ember. But by destroying the Pit Demon, it also destroy his Bonsao because both of them are at power 5. So right now, he does have the Snaret, okay? And then I believe there is still another Snaret and another Infernus in the deck, so Infernus he can purge his own Pain Mail, so that's at least 2 Ember purge. And then I think there's probably another card in his discard pile that has Ember pips, so he can basically control 3 Ember by just playing Infernus alone. Playing Snaret, control 1 Ember, 4 Ember control next turn if he has both of them. And if this Snaret is not dead, he will control 5 Ember. Also, we have 8 key costs from Pismire. So our objective is basically to destroy the Pismire. We want to try as much as possible destroy the Pismire and destroy the Snaret here. So how do we do that? Basically, if you want to destroy Snaret, the only way is to fight twice using Pit Demon and Snatch. So we need to use both of them to destroy the Snaret, right? But then he will still have this the Pismire, sorry. He will still have the Snaret there. Snaret we cannot destroy if we play this house. And then by destroying both of our Snatch and Pit Demon, we'll give 2 Ember back to our opponents. Not ideal. But we do have another Succubus and we still have a Drumble, which somehow we still don't need to use a Drumble, so it has been a pretty long brick card in our hand, right? This Drumble, it's just there since long ago. But I think the best way to do this is to play Shadow, because we have Pawn Sacrifice, which we can deal 3 damage each to Snaret and Snatch, and then we have Poison Wave that will destroy both Snaret and Snatch. But what about the Pismire? We'll just put it back to the hand. So we are now standing at 10. So why this is the best way possible? So even if he play this right now, he can only control maximum 4 Ember if he have the Infernus and Snaret. But then he cannot replay the Pismire because the Pismire is from a different house. So that's why we are safe at 10. I think it's guaranteed force for us right now. So GG, we won the game. That's pretty difficult game. A lot of options in our hand. We need to really choose our card carefully, and we have the decision to keep the Drumble until the end of the game, but we end up never using Drumble. But yeah, that's basically the cost of keeping Drumble, right? But I think that deck is pretty good, so we don't need to use Drumble as our last resort. That's the game. So we won the reversal match, and by the time of this recording, our team have also won their game. So basically, we are winning round, top 8, quarterfinal, and we are going to semi-final. So that's it, guys. Look forward for the semi-final match from us.